It is 12:31 on Saturday, July 12th. It is the final day before a 2-week stint of just me and my friends. So this may or may not be the last day that I am speaking for a while. I might go back to the tried and true 15-second updates because usually I just forget to do these things when I'm hanging out with friends the entire time. And I'm just like when I'm at school, I always have time because I will be alone at night doing work, so that gives me a break. But here I'm on the summer, I'm doing everything all the time, and then I get home and will I watch a movie or do something, then I'm exhausted and I just want to go to bed. So that might happen again. But yeah, I'm gonna be working for 2 weeks together. It'll be really fun. Other thing, just quick, I just watched Prisoners, and that was an utterly amazing yet disturbing film. It actually gave me the exact same vibe as Perfect Blue. It was a great drama with twists and turns. While I don't think the story it lives up to Perfect Blue's story, the vibe was so incredibly similar, like that, and I mean, pretty much just that. I don't watch a lot of thrillers that often. I think the most is Perfect Blue. I think The Menu, Cure, and this have been the only ones in recent times. But it was amazing, and the twist, and it gave you that ending where you're like he's still in the hole, but then you hear the faint whistle, and you're like, oh my god. And then the detective, because we know he kind of gets obsessive towards the end of everything and really wants to have everything found out, he knows he's going to start looking for it. So, it's great ending. It's the same way in Perfect Blue where she tilts the mirror and goes, I am real. It's a vague-ish ending, but it gives you a really good sense of optimism. So, I don't know, it was just great. But, yeah. And, the other thing, the most important thing today, is that I have paint in my room, and it is great. It is a darker blue color. I think that technically it's Oxford Gray, whatever that may be to other people. But it's a darker blue / gray, so it fits really well with all my furniture. I haven't been able to put everything back. I needed to order some new display things so I can hang them up. Then I just need to find some places for some things. And also, couldn't put my bed all the way back because there's some spots that I don't want to, on the carpet that's a little wet because we accidentally dripped a couple drops and we just cleaned it up, and you don't want to put the bed over the carpet that's wet because then you'll grow mold. But other than that, everything's in place. It looks really, really great. So it'll be really, really fun to finally put everything where it's supposed to be. I'll enlist the help of some of my friends, and we'll get that going. But that's a really big step into completing the room. That's what I've been procrastinating doing actual other work because I was like, I'm going to go paint my room. And then this week I'm like, I need to paint my room before my friends come. And I did. It was incredibly tedious and really hard because in my house, you had to paint around the doors, and I have 2 sets of windows. I have one big ones on one wall, and then kind of more 3 windows kind of towards the top that are squarish on another wall. And I have this thing at the bottom of the wall. It's like a little, 6 inches. I think it's called a grout, but it goes up a little bit, and it's kind of like a buffer between the carpet and the wall. And I think I don't know, I don't remember other houses to say if it's been there, but it's in every room in our house, and it really just gives a buffer from a carpet or the wood to the wall. So it's all white, but that meant that throughout the entirety of my room, I had to bend down at a really awkward angle because when you're lining it up, you don't want it to go onto the white. So I'm literally on the ground, and I'm going all the way across. And it took a really, really long time. I was painting from 10 a.m., but that also included putting the primer on and letting that dry. But 10 a.m. to 5 o'clock. And that was just the first coat. Then today it was actually a lot easier. We just My mom helped me out this time. The first day I was kind of alone doing all the edge work, but my mom helped me doing the edging on all the doors and the windows and the grouts. While I came in and I just did all the touch-ups, and then when it dried, I put everything back, all my shelves, everything. So it's a pretty set up room right now. Another big thing is that for a joint me and Dad's birthday plus my dad's mom anniversary, we got a Blackstone griddle, and so we had to bring that in and set that up for the night. But it is glorious. It's gonna be a little bit it's gonna take a little bit to get used to, because it's a Blackstone, so you're gonna have to. We seasoned it. We made steak sandwiches because there was an unannounced visit. Well, not really, like a day of announced visit from my grandparents, and they are you have to deal with them. Like they I don't want to say like it's not fun when they're there, but like you have to manage them a little bit more than I mean, like normal our aged people, or even like my friends or my parents' age, because they're getting to the age where they're not really all there, but like it's a process to hang out with them. Because my grandfather also does a lot of, like, he asks me questions, and he'll be like, so, have you heard of the James Webb Telescope? And you realize that this, and this. And I can't tell if he really knows what he's talking about, because he'll ask us a question, and he does not know the answer himself, and he just wants to talk about things, which is kind of frustrating when you're eating dinner, and you want to be done eating dinner, but all you're hearing about is random questions about AI or space that he's read in books. So that's like a thing. It's like, it's a process to talk with them and to be around them. So it takes a lot of energy, and I was painting the entire morning and getting the grill set up. And then they came over and I had to make dinner for them. And like it's not like how I feel sometimes being around people where there's like a expectation to entertain. But here it's like you have to manage them. You have to steer them in the direction that you want to go to with like certain conversations, because he can get political, and sometimes you just don't want to talk about some of those things. But like, it's always good to see them. Like they were really excited to see my room, which was fun, showing it off for the first time. But it is a process. But yeah, then I watched Prisoners. It was a really full day, and tomorrow I'm getting up semi early. I gotta leave at 8:45, and then I'll head down, see my friends. We're going to do an event tomorrow, and then come back, maybe stay down where they are right now, and then head back up to my place. And then 2 weeks of work. So it's going to be a fun 2 weeks. A good way to start it off is just finishing my room. I'll enlist their help to help move some things. Like, we're getting a new thing to put our TV on, so we may have to move some things then. But I mean, we're three college-aged hockey, pretty high-level hockey athletes, so we should be able to do a lot of those things. So it'll be fun. One friend is a nerd and got an internship out in somewhere doing whatever he does, coloring in between the lines. It's really hard for him as a business major. But yeah, he's going to miss out. And it's kind of a running joke for me that I spent 2 years ago we went skiing. Then 2 friends came up. Then another 2 friends came up, one who came up in the winter. And then only one person came up this winter, and now 2 different people are coming up. So every time that people have been to my house, it's been a different group of people, and we have not yet been able to get all 3 of them at my house at the same time. So it's just really funny, but I'm excited to do some work, to maybe play a lot of golf, just hang out.